horror podcast.
Are restricted. Under 17 requires accompanying parent or adult guardian.
Oh, you cat!
All right. This is the Heavy Door Horror Podcast. My name is Heavy Door Dan, Ganja Zombie, the original Babylon John, the radioactive one, a.k.a. Claymation Caligula, coming to you on November 4th, 2025, from my palatial suburban estate here in the tropical city of Union in the free-thinking state of California. On this podcast, we review and discuss horror movies from the cult and B-movie subgenres of horror, specifically focusing on trashy films from the 70s and 80s, and who knows, maybe even flick from the early 90s here and there. Before we get into the movie, so this week's movie is Pumpkinhead from 1988. And before we get into the movie, let's go around the room and introduce the Irregulators. Let's start out at the top. I'm a little out of practice here, guys, but I think...
Hey, Eric.
Nope.
How you doing, Eric?
Wrong.
Wrong.
Eddie, what's going on, man? Eddie, how you doing?
Chilling out, guys. Doing good, Danny. Just, back in action. It's post-Halloween. We're, it's marking the beginning of the holiday swing. So until then, let's get into this podcast.
Let's do it, man. All right.
Hi, I'm Brother Eric.
All right, Eric. How's it going, Eric?
It's going well.
Yeah.
Getting ready to review this movie, Pumpkinhead.
Sounds good. All right, let's move it on over.
And now a word from Kim Him.
Kim Him, what you got going on, man?
Not much. Just another day in California.
The day
Is my mic sound better?
Your mic sounds better.
Okay.
Save it for the pod.
Awesome.
The mic sounds great. And how about Danny? You know what ever asked?
Danny, for Fanny, banana, panna, for Fanny, Danny.
Because nobody cares. That's why.
That's right.
nobody
God
asks.
damn
Nobody
it.
fucking cares.
All right. So, again, this week's movie is Pumpkinhead from 1988. Let's see. Where are my stats for Pumpkinhead? All right, so let's start from the top. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but Pumpkinhead is based on a poem.
Keep away from Pumpkinhead unless you're tired of living. His enemies are mostly dead. He's mean and unforgiving. Laugh at him and you're undone, but in some dreadful fashion. Vengeance he considers fun and plans it with a passion. Time will not erase nor blot a plot he has brewing. It's when you think that he's forgot, he'll continue your undoing. Bolted doors and windows barred, guard dogs prowling in the yard won't protect you in your bed. Nothing will from Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
So let's see. For Rotten Tomatoes, this movie gets a 50% with 54 critic reviews and 49% from the audience, with 10,000 plus people chiming in on Rotten Tomatoes. IMDb gives this movie a 6.2 out of 10 with 31,000 ratings. Metacritic gives us a 47 out of 100 from 10 critics and a 6.8 out of 10 user score. For the Metacritic users. Let's see. So the week this movie came out, let's see, what do we got here? So basically, this movie was in theaters roughly around the same time, doing markets against The Accused, Alien Nation, which came out around this time, Punchline, and then there was Gorillas in the Mist. And then the last thing here that's probably of note was it also came out around the time that The Fish Called Wanda was still in the movie theaters, and that movie went on to be huge.
Great movie.
In the theater. Yeah, it's a fun movie. Haven't seen it in a
I love
while.
that movie.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. Haven't seen it in a long time. So the alternate taglines, let's see, we got cruel, devious, and pure as venom. That seems kind of cheesy. And then there's all hell's broken loose. There's the Demon of Revenge, which is nice. Pumpkinhead, the Demon of Revenge, right? That would have went well. And then we have, for each of man's evils, a special demon exists.
Ooh, spooky.
That's a winner right there.
Yeah, that's pretty good though.
That's a winner right there. And then the last one here I have is a Grimm fairy tale, which it is kind of very, Brothers Grimm kind of old school, folk horror type stuff. Let's see, international titles in Spain. This was Pacto de Sangro, or Pact of Blood. In Mexico, it was Venganza Diabolica, as a diabolical revenge. In Brazil, it was Pumpkinhead, Avincado do Diabo, the Devil's Revenge, or Sangue Demonico, which was the demonic blood. In Italy, they went with Pumpkinhead. And then let's see, and I guess in German here we have Das Halloween Monster. How about everybody else?
Leave it to the Germans.
I'm liking that. It's right to the
Das
point.
Halloween Monster.
Das Halloween Monster. Yeah. Okay. So
That's about as funny as they get too, right there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty
right.
good. So real quick, so I saw this movie over a week ago. So who saw it most recently? Anybody?
I watched it yesterday.
Okay.
Like last night after football.
Okay. So as usual, go ahead.
For like the 5th time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have seen it before, but it had been a while. So, okay, well, as usual, if I start to stumble, please lift me up, okay? I'd appreciate that, because it has been a little while, and I do smoke lots of marijuana. So,
no, you?
There is a, yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. Pumpkinhead from 1988. We got the MGM Lion, and then there's Lion Films after that, and we see the name Pumpkinhead. Boosh, in fire. And it's 1957, and the film opens in a rural farmland, and a farmer named Tom Harley and his wife and young son Ed Harley live in a cabin. And this is when we got, they're just a little bit of cabin life. Mom's telling it, young Eddie, another Eddie, many Eddies in these 80s movies. Yeah, I mean, just tons of Eddies, man.
Popular name.
It really is, man.
I don't know.
Hi. I'm Brother Eric.
That is not Eddie. God damn it.
No,
I got
that's not Eddie.
Thank you, Eddie.
Oh my God. So
maybe he'll blow us some bubbles.
Man, we took
That's what she said. That's what she said, Dan.
God damn it.
Come on.
That's what she said.
All right,
There you go.
all right. So let's see. Yeah, man, I took a week off and I can't keep my damn sound drops together. Good Lord. So do your prayers, Eddie. They show the old man Tom putting the horses in the barn, and he looks up. There's a storm coming, right? Looks like it. And he sees something monstrous. Oh no, wait, what are we doing? And then he sees a man running through the woods, falling down a hill, and then it turns out it's just a scarecrow, right? Do you guys remember the intro here? Am I tracking here, Eddie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much running through the woods, a scarecrow, and the man is attacked and screams, and he manages to get away. And then it says something about it's up to me. Open up, it's me, Clayton Heller. And
weren't the Harley family hiding in their bunked down in their cabin, trying to ride out the storm or whatever? But this dude comes up and is beating on their door like, "Help me out." Yeah,
he says, "Help me!" It's one of their neighbors named Clayton Heller, and he says, it's after me, help me out. And the old man says, the seat of the boy, and I asked, why is the dad such an asshole? But he can't let him in, and he keeps telling him to get away, right? And he says something about, like, what you did, and Mr. Clayton Heller says something about, I didn't kill that girl. And Tom Harley says, get away before I have to gives it to you. And this is when we see Pumpkinhead basically just smashes fucking Clayton, just destroys him, fucking takes his soul right there. And the young boy sees Pumpkinhead kill Clayton off in the mist. It's kind of fuzzy, but he gets the idea. It's not good, whatever's going on. And at that point, we fade to the present day, and the boy is none other than Bishop from Aliens. Go figure.
Amen. Lance Hendrickson, right? Correct?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll call him Bishop.
Bishop. Hey, man. Let Bishop go, man.
Let Bishop do it, man. Yeah, Bishop will do it. I'll go. So let's see. Yeah, so basically, Bishop's out there burning hay. And so basically, this is set up the legend of Pumpkinhead as the theme of the entire film. The theme is vengeance. So now we're at present day with, so it's Ed Harley now. So young Eddie's grown up to be Ed Harley, now an adult, is widowed, and he runs a small roadside store out in the country and has a young son named Billy Harley. And so we see...
And a dog. And a dog.
And they got a dog.
And the dog. Can't forget the dog.
So we see a young boy with glasses on the porch, and then Lance is kind of working around the store or whatever, and Lance is yoked, probably the best condition of his life, right? I mean, he looks like he's ready to MMA, you know. And then he's out there washing his hands, getting cleaned up and then they go inside and they're eating breakfast. And the kid gets yelled at for feeding the dog at the table, right? Isn't that what happens at that point?
Yeah, he sure does. He's all, put it in the bowl, son.
Yeah,
not
right.
from the table.
Exactly, which you should never feed a dog from a table.
Yeah,
and so the young boy Billy says, "Well, Pa, I made you a present, right?" And he gives him this fucked up looking action figure hanging from a rope, right? Like it's just
made him a necklace. Yeah.
It's like a what do they call it, a corn doll or some shit, right? It looks like he's like, "Here you go, Dad. Now you have the Blair Witch curse," you know?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what I couldn't put my finger on it. It looks like the Blair Witch fucking emblem.
Yeah, 100%, right. Some fucked up little thingy on a necklace is what I called. Some fucked up action figure thingy on a necklace is what I called it. And it's story time, right? He's like, reads them a book or something.
Story time. Yeah, story time.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of weird. So that's scene. Next thing you know, we're on the road with some kids driving a Corvette, driving around like a fucking dick, doing 50 up to the cabin.
Yeah, these kids are super entitled, and obviously came from money or whatever. Yeah. At least that's the way they're acting.
Just a bunch of rich kids, right? Yeah. And then, like I said, they're flooring it up to the cabin in the vet. They got a rifle in the back seat for whatever reason, and they're heading.
Oh, well, yeah. The reason is the chick. It's a guy driving and a girl driving. Shotgun. And what's the rifle for? You never know what you're going to run into. And, it turns out that said guy was a fucking prick. So he had a good reason to carry a rifle because he probably pissed a lot of people off in his life.
Okay. I don't remember that exposition. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm making that up,
Yeah. So now we're back at the grocery store, whatever it is. It's Harley Grocery, right? And we're hearing hillbilly music, and they're in there setting up shop. Meanwhile, back on the road, one of the gals that's with the group of kids is a photographer, I guess, and she's there on the road, and she needs to take a picture of some hillbilly, right? She's like, you got to take a picture of them in their native environment or whatever.
Their native environment.
Right? And,
yeah, because aren't they supposed to be like in the Appalachians or something?
Yeah, something. I would imagine. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it's something like Pumpkinhead had to be from like that part of fucking part of town, right?
Sure.
So at this point, the kids pull up to the Harley Grocery. There's the two in the Corvette are like making out as if they're like filming a fucking soft porn or something like that, they get out of the car and they start playing with the dog, Gypsy. One of the kids, all of a sudden, all he knows is he's got to get his motorcycle on. He needs his motorcycle.
Well, I believe the character's name is Joe, and I wrote him down. Yeah. Joe, and in parentheses, dickhead, older brother.
Mm-hmm. So, he needs to get his motorcycle on. He can't wait. He wants that bike.
They're towing two on a trailer, dirt bikes,
and they're not really to ride. And they're not really. Oh, thank you for returning to the set, Hugh Hefner. Jesus Christ, man. He needs a couple of guys.
I was listening to you guys.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. So, he needs to get his motorcycle on, whatever. Yeah. Oh, so the kids are Joel, Chris, Kim, Maggie, Tracy, and Steve. I didn't realize there were that many. 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 6 of them. Wow, okay.
Yeah, there's a big group. Big group of fuckheads going up to this cabin.
So they pick up. So they show up at the grocery store and playing with the dog, and there's some local pickup shows up with some local Hill Williams in the back seat.
Dude, these kids are so dirty. I mean, they are so like physically dirty, like with just dust and dirt all over.
They're like Cletus's they're like Cletus's family from the fucking Simpsons, dude.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
Yeah,
they're literally like that family.
Pretty much.
Like, remember that episode where he starts naming off the kids? Joel, Jack.
It goes on for like 20 minutes.
He's like lunchbox, woodpecker. Oh boy! So let's see. Yeah, they're checking out the local Hill Williams show up. They look comically poor, ridiculous, like you said, just ridiculously poor.
Like West Virginia poor.
Yeah, At one point, you hear, and of course, when you hear it, it's not surprising. You hear Jimmy Joe get in the back. You know, it's like, what the fuck? And give the ball back, or whatever the fuck it is, right? If you don't give the ball back, and then they're like, give the ball back, and he's like, you don't give the ball back, Pumpkinhead's gonna get you. And so they start
Pumpkinhead, and that's kind of our first, other than the beginning of the movie, our first introduction into the lore of Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, and they're basically doing the Pumpkinhead round the rosy thing, you know, Pumpkin's gonna get you, whatever the fuck it is, right? And I don't know, whatever. It just seems so goofy, but whatever. And basically, these Hill Williams managed to scare the shit out of the girl with the camera, I guess. I don't remember what happens there.
Yeah.
But let's see. Mr. Wallace. So basically, Mr. Wallace, who's the Hill William that showed up with the kids, he needs his feed from Bishop, but he can't wait because
Bishop forgot it at his house. He was supposed to bring it with him or whatever. And and Mr. Williams, Hill Williams, is not too happy because he got to feed his pigs and all that.
I guess, yeah. Because you got right. So, I wrote down, what is he needs his food right, he needs his feed right away. What does he have, a fucking appointment with a cactus or something? I mean, what does he have going on that could have him that, tied up for time? So all of a sudden seeing this dude's motorcycling, right, and you see him driving through the fucking, wherever the fuck the Appalachians, just getting his motorcycle.
Yeah, they're riding around in the field,
He's loving it.
It's biking.
Yeah, and it's the two brothers. It's Joel and, do we know? Steve. It is Steve, okay.
Yeah. And it's Joel, huh? Not Joe.
It's Joel, yeah. So let's see, they're motorcycling. So let's see. At one point, Bishop tells Billy to bring in the dog. And I don't know. They're talking back and forth about. They're back with the kids, and they're talking shit about the one kid. And the guy says, what am I going to do? He's my brother, or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So at some point, the Hill William talks Bishop into going to drop off the feed at his farm right quick, and he's going to leave little Billy at the shop with a bunch of strangers.
Yeah, he's leaving Billy to hold down the fort.
So I think that's Pumpkinhead's true target right there, is Bishop for leaving his kid at a fucking store with a bunch of fucking strangers. That's just my opinion. So basically, he's going to leave the kids at the store with a bunch of fucking strangers, what I wrote down. Gypsy goes outside, and the boy follows. The dog starts chasing the dirt bikes, and Billy's chasing the dog. So at some point, Billy's chasing the dog up a little incline, and one of the bikes goes flying by, and you think, he's dead. Nope, manages to miss him. Right?
Just by the hairs on his chin.
Just barely misses him. Next thing you know, bike number 2, older brother, Joel, comes flying off the hill, wipes out little Billy and his Coke bottle glasses. Boom. Right?
And he's down for the fucking count.
And we're led to believe, right? But we don't know, right? Okay? So... this is when Joel runs into him with the fucking dirt bike and immediately doesn't hesitate at all. Is like, I gotta go. Yeah,
I can't stick around. I can't help this kid. Nothing. I'm out of here.
Doesn't even check. He doesn't know if the kid's dead, alive. He doesn't even. He's not even certain if he hit the fucking kid.
Yeah. I mean, nor does he care. He's just his only worry right now is he's got to get the fuck out of there because something.
Like, I gotta get the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah,
something could be wrong.
Yeah, and at some point the brother's talking about he came out of nowhere. The older brother's been drinking, so he's got to get the fuck out of there, right? Because I guess all of a sudden we're led to believe that Joel has been drinking. So, this is not looking good for Joel if the cops were to come investigate the situation, right?
Sure.
So Joel's got to flee. The teens
panic. He's a real piece of shit, that guy.
Yeah, he's out of there, man. So let's see. Basically Steve stays with Billy. So the younger brother stays with Billy as basically all the others take off, right?
Yep.
And so Joel jumps in his vet and takes off. So then they send some of the other kids to get help. I'll stay with the kids. So basically, what's his name? Steve is telling him, go get help. I'll stay with the kid, right? We don't know if Billy's dead or not. Next thing you know, Bishop returns from going up to Mr. Hillwilliams' house. And he finds Billy, and he doesn't ask any questions.
Oh, he's just
pissed.
He just picks his kid up and walks away.
Yeah.
And as Steve is like crying and says, "It was an accident."
Yeah.
And he gives him the old fucking like 1,000-yard stare from a Marine when he turns.
Oh yeah,
around,
no.
like,
Steve says to him, he's like,
"Can I help?" Right?
He's like, "Can I help?"
Yeah.
And he just gives him that stare.
Gives him the freaking 1,000-yard stare, like, you stupid motherfucker, like.
Yeah. Bishop gives him the death stare, and Bill walks away with Billy in his arms.
And loads him up in the truck and takes off.
Yeah. So the scene now, the red truck pulls up to the vet. So now we're back with Joel and his Corvette. And there's a chick there. They pull up to the vet, and the chick runs up to a cabin. And she runs inside and asks Joel, right, if he called for help.
Yeah.
Right. And douchebag Joel. So then realizes that there was no call. So somebody goes to make a call, and Joel goes and rips the phone cord out of the fucking phone. Right.
He sure the fuck did, right out of the wall. He's like, "Ain't nobody calling nobody."
Yeah. And
fuck them kids.
Yeah. Fuck Billy and his Coke bottle. He should have looked where he's going. That fucking punk got what he deserved. But he says, what is it again? He says, he pulls the phone cord out, and he takes her keys and says, "No one's going anywhere." Right? I mean, he ain't playing, dude. Right?
Damn.
He's a real piece of shit.
Yeah. And so this is when I think it's Kevin that explains to the chick that Joel's on probation for another accident. Right. So it turns out, so he's just an all-around global, no matter where he is, piece of shit. Okay. So Joel's like, "Give me the keys." Joel starts pushing everybody around, and who gets punched in the face? Joel gets punched in the face, right? Or does Joel punch Kevin?
No, doesn't Kevin punch him, and then Joel gets right back up though, and he's like, "Motherfucker, you can't fuck with me."
Yeah, he punches him in the face and fucks him up pretty good, knocks him on his ass.
Yeah.
And so, at some point, so he manages to knock him on the ass, but then Joel gets up, and as he's walking away, he hits him in the back of the head with a log or some shit, right?
He fucking clubs him with a piece of wood.
Yeah. So fucking Kevin goes down for the count. It is Kevin, right? Why do I keep fucking? Yeah, Steve goes down for the count. Sorry. And I just wrote down, man, don't fuck with Joel. Jesus Christ, I know he's a fucking piece of shit, but he has no limits. So now next scene, we're back at Bishop's cabin where some fucking cheesy, sad, stupid harmonica music is playing. And the kid's laying there, Billy's laying there, and I'm just like, so is he fucking dead or what?
That's what I wrote in my notes. I said, "Billy dead? Question mark, question mark, question mark," because he's like just on this the bench seat of the truck, all kind of blanketed up.
And at some point when he's in the cabin with him, doesn't he say "Daddy"?
No, I think the dad was imagining that.
He was imagining that, okay.
Yeah, but it was really ambiguous.
Yeah, right? And so, and again, I wrote down "dead?" Big question mark. And Bishop's got crazy eyes right here, right? Before they cut, he's just like fucking... He's already turning into Pumpkinhead, you know what I mean? Yeah. So again, back at the cabin, the kid's explaining, let's see, Dad came back, and I told him... so they're back at the cabin with the kids. And basically... the younger brother is explaining that, he told the dad after he came back that it was an accident. And what did he say? And he says, he just looked at me.
Just looked at me, yeah. He didn't say a goddamn word.
Like he wanted to kill me. Right? Yeah. So let's see. So now we're seeing where Bishop is looking for the hillbillies that were back at the Bishop is out looking for the hillbillies that were looking for their feed earlier in the film. And he ends up at what, like a hillbilly commune, basically, right?
It looks like they've made a lot of moonshine, or I mean, it's pretty disheveled. these cabins and whatnot.
They probably make a lot of meth shine there. Yes.
Well, and nowadays it'd be meth shine.
Meth shine. So let's see. Bishop is looking for. So he says, "I'm looking for your pa," and so he finds Pa, and he tells Pa, "Look, I'm looking for an old woman." And so we learn that the young man that meets him outside is Bunt, who's the son of the Hill William we met earlier. His name is Bunt.
Right, the dirty ass little kid.
Yeah,
Bunt.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the dirty ass little. Yeah.
Yeah. So when the old man realizes that Bishop's looking for the witch, he tells Bunt, "Get in the house," right?
Yeah, because basically Bishop's up there asking, hillbilly moonshiner, where is this lady on, in the mountains? I know you know where she's at. Yeah. I need her help. He wants no part of it.
Yeah, the old Hill William does not want to have anything to do with this shit. And, at some point, Bishop takes it so far as to say, "You gots to tell me."
Yeah, okay? I got to know, man.
I got to know. And the old man tells him, the old Pa tells him now, "Go home, bury your boy." And so, basically he goes in the house and leaves Bishop outside, whatever. Bishop goes to take off, and Bunt stops Bishop as he's leaving down the road. And he says he knows where the old lady is, and Bishop says, "All right, well, show me. Get in the back," And so they head on down the road. Next thing you know, they're at the lady's place, and he says, "This is the one." So, basically, grief-stricken, Ed Harley seeks out this local witch named Haggis.
It is Haggis, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I wrote that down in my notes. And I was like, that couldn't have been her fucking name, but
yeah. So Billy, it's Haggis. It's Haggis, right?
It is.
Yeah. So played by a young Jane Fonda. But bring Billy. He brings Billy. Not Billy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is Billy. You mean Bunt brings Lance in with Billy, right? Because Billy's dead now. Yeah.
Yeah, Billy's dead now. So So does she tell him to go get the boy at this point, right? So
I think he's still in the truck.
Yeah, he's still. That's right. He's driving around with the dead boy in the truck. That's what it is. And so he says, "Bring Billy to the Haggis," and it's the I put down it's like the cabin from Evil Dead 2, and
it was eerily similar.
Yeah. So we walk. We're in this cabin, and Haggis is chilling over by the fire. She's like, "Who are you?" And it says something about raising the dead ain't within my power. And he offers Haggis gold and jewelry. Bishop's trying to pay her off.
This is all I have.
Yeah, he's
a bunch of freaking random.
It's just a bunch of rando shit that somebody if you had a metal detector and you went to the beach once a weekend, you'd probably have that same pile of shit. Yeah. Offers her some gold and all this bullshit, and the old lady says, "Ain't nothing I can do." And then at some point, I can't remember, but.
Well, yeah, and then she had all kinds of fucking dead animals hanging in her house.
Yeah,
and fucking creepy. I mean, she's creepy as fuck too. Obviously, she's like a hill witch,
Yeah. There's rats everywhere and shit too, right? Just everywhere. There's bugs and shit all over the place.
All over the fucking place.
And basically, he wants his son resurrected. And Haggis warns that help comes at a terrible price. And it comes at a terrible price. And she tells him to go on down to a place called Razorback Holler and bring a shovel. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring a shovel and you're going to get whatever, right? Does she give him exactly?
You're going to find, there's a grave out there. You're going to find it. You're going to know when you see it and you're going to dig it up.
You're going to dig it up. Yeah. And so and she tells him, bring a shovel. So Bishop goes to grab Billy, and she says, "Leave the boy," which I thought was kind of weird.
Yeah, what's she going to do with it?
Yeah, that's kind of bizarre, right? Okay. But so anyway, now we're at the scene. So this movie wastes no time getting to the fucking point, because next thing you know, we're at the fucking graveyard. Right,
and he finds the grave and he's digging it the fuck up, whatever it is.
Yeah. So there's isn't there a vulture there, right? At some point of the show, a vulture, right?
It's a spooky place.
It's fucking crazy, right? Yeah. There's bones. So he finds the bones and the skull, and there's pumpkins everywhere on the where he finds Pumpkinhead and all that. It's like a little. Like
altar almost.
Yeah, with pumpkins and shit on it, right?
Yeah.
Right. And he climbs on top of a small tree stump, which again is the altar thing, and starts digging. And again, just to be clear, the old lady orders him to go to the graveyard and exhume a corpse and bring it back. And so while he's digging up this corpse, we hear all the cicadas, shh, and all that stuff, fucking super loud. And as this is going on, he's fucking digging, and he pulls up a corpse out of the dirt. Scene. Let's go ahead and take a quick break right now. All right, and we're back. Let's see. So back to Pumpkinhead from 1988. So basically, Bishop has just exhumed the body or corpse, whatever the hell you want to call it, of Pumpkinhead, right? We're led to believe.
That's what we're led to believe. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're back at the.
Yeah, he's taking it back to the Hill Witch, Haggis.
The Hill Witch. You know what? I was supposed to do this during the break.
Oh.
So now we're back. So now we're back at the cabin with the teenagers and what is it? Joe Balls. Joe. Oh, is there somebody playing basketball? What's going on? Joe Balls in knapsack. What does that mean?
I don't know. But I know at some point. No. I know at some point he locks up two of his buddies in like in a closet or something because they want to. You know, they're very adamant about fucking getting help for the kid and all that shit. And he's like, that ain't happening.
Okay.
Yeah. Locks them up.
Yeah. Oh, right. So I get it. Right. Joel was crying, right? Like, isn't he like crying and with his head in this chick's lap or some shit like that, right? And
I don't think that was Joel. That was the other brother or the other dude.
And the
Chris or Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, we're fucking this up big time. So let's see. So the younger brother offers to take the blame, and at some point, somebody says they're worried about Maggie because isn't one of the chicks acting weird, right?
Yeah.
She's a little uncomfortable about what had happened, right? With the
she's getting. What was that other movie where we did a few weeks ago where the chick, you know, in said movie always feels like a premonition or can see like. Seeing off, like has bad thoughts or whatever the fuck. You know?
Yep. Yeah, premonition. Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, that was Run with the Devil.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was. Yeah, remember when they were at the pool? Race with the devil. When they were. Remember when she was at the that public swimming pool and everybody was staring at her.
Everybody was staring at her. Yeah.
That shit was uncomfortable. All right, so yeah, they're worried about Maggie. So we cut back to they're back now. Bishop is back at Haggis's house. I'm assuming. With the I've got that special demon you're looking for, and it's a special demon that brings on vengeance, right? And so basically,
vengeance,
right? So
the
witch goes and draws some blood from Bishop's elbow into a bowl. Elbow, right? Thought that was a weird place, right? And draws blood from the hillbilly into the bowl, right? The hillbilly corpse or whatever. And pours blood on Pumpkinhead, and he starts coming alive instantly. So basically, she basically combines all this blood and she pours it on the exhumed dead body of said Pumpkinhead, and it basically comes right back to life, like no problem. Didn't take a day or two, didn't have to wait on it. He was just there. And Ed's freaking out, right? Ed's like totally tripping out. Bishop's like kind of blown away about what he's experiencing. And Pumpkinhead stands up in all of his glory. He's got to be, about 7.5 feet tall, and he looks fucking amazing. I mean, you get like a full shot of this creature, and it looks really, really good.
Yeah, they didn't really hold back in this movie from showing the monster.
Awesome. You got it just like right out the gate. It was like she poured that blood in the bowl. Next thing you know, he was there. And
he was, what I thought of, it was, Pumpkinhead is eerily similar looking to an alien. I mean, they kind of look similar. They're not the same color or anything, but he's dripping from his mouth. He's got the elongated face and all that shit. Which I thought was cool.
Yeah, the structure. You almost want to see him like a Pumpkinhead versus Alien movie.
No, there we go. Yeah.
So I was wondering, how tall do you think he is? I'm thinking like 6, 7.
I was saying like.
Nobody got the joke?
9-10 feet tall.
Wait, nobody got the joke?
Oh no.
6, 7.
6, 7.
Oh God.
Okay. All right. So anyway, she's cut this whole fucking return back from the fucking break. Jesus, bring back Miss Pac-Man. God damn it. So let's see. Ed wakes up and Haggis is telling him now. So Ed wakes up from his like delirium after Pumpkinhead comes to life, and he kind of weirds out. And he wakes up and she says, "Okay, now it begins." And Ed just jumps in his truck. Bishop drives his truck, and he leaves, driving like an asshole down the fucking down the path into the forest or whatever the fuck it is, the bayou. And they, what the hell is that? Man, we're all over the place here tonight. So he pulls over crying as Billy's ghost pops up, right? And
yeah, but like he has a fucking vision.
A vision, and he says, "What you do, Daddy?"
Yeah.
Which I thought
and then when he looks back, it's just his dead son. You know,
yes, seriously. You know, that's so bad. You know, I just gotta. You know, I'm gonna write down clip. I'm gonna write down clip 2 at 5:30. And hold on, give me 1 second. What you do, Daddy? Okay, I got to get a clean sample of that. Okay, that's going to be on the soundboard soon. Okay,
nice.
So now we're seeing, we're back at the cabin with the kids joking about fleeing to Mexico. All of a sudden, it's real fucking funny, right? They're down. It was just a quick scene with the kids at the cabin. Now we're back with Bishop. Bishop's digging a grave, I guess, to officially bury his boy. Correct. And now we're back in the woods, and we see Maggie walking through the woods. And Maggie was the one with the camera, right? The one that was acting weird? Right. Yeah. And she basically is out walking through the woods for some unexplained reason. Like that's just seen. She's wandering through the woods.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember if nothing prompted this? She just decided to go walk around.
Kind of decided to start walking.
Yeah. So she's walking through the woods, and Pumpkinhead drops Steve out of a tree. And drags him. Oh, Steve. What is it? Yeah, Steve.
Oh, she follows a voice. She hears a voice.
Is that what it is?
And then that's what drew her out of the cabin because she's like, and then she's like trying to fucking follow the voice, you know?
Okay.
Because Pumpkinhead's already gone. He's going to work. I mean, he's already working. He's on the clock, baby.
So she's walking. So she's walking through the woods, and Pumpkinhead drops Steve out of a tree, right? Like his dead body. Right?
Yeah.
Well, before that, Steve like tries to get Maggie out of her trance because she's like kind of in a trance. Like she hears the voice and she's like, "Ooh," and fucking just like, you know,
as she's wandering through the woods, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then Steve tries to get her out of her stupor, and then Pumpkinhead fucking gets on him.
Yeah. So next thing you know, Pumpkinhead drops Steve out of a tree. And he gets drags him away or whatever, and that's the end of that scene. Basically, I think we're led to believe that Pumpkinhead took out both Steve and Maggie. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and give you one of these. They're all dead. Okay, so now we're seeing over to Joel. Joel says he's always fucking up. As all of a sudden, okay, so Maggie does live, right? Maggie flies into the cabin. Right, basically, she comes through the fucking doors or whatever, and Pumpkinhead. Oh, so that's what it is. Pumpkinhead throws Maggie through the window.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it was. And Pumpkinhead at some point finishes off Steve. I guess he had him in his clutches or something like that, right? And they're all praying at the cabin. Joel's looking for Steve, and Bishop cools. Oh yeah, see, I'm losing. It's been.
I mean,
this is where Bishop goes back to talk to Haggis, and he's like begging her to stop. Like he's like, "Oh yeah, stop," you know, like I can't continue, and like this is
Yeah.
And then the witch is telling him like, "Hey, nobody can stop Pumpkinhead." You know what I mean? Once he's summoned, you know what I mean. He's not done until he's done. You know, like
right, because before that he's digging the grave for his dead son Billy, and he starts feeling what Pumpkinhead's doing to said
that's
kids
what it is.
Shit,
okay.
and and he's like, he can like feel pain and shit. He's psychically connected to the monster.
Okay, okay. So you know what? I think I jumped over. Yeah, the demon arrives. One of the girls, Maggie, hears a voice whispering to her and wanders out into a trance. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah. And Haggis tells him, "This is what you wanted."
Right. Yeah, and at some point, Steve tries to pull out of the trance, and they embrace, and Pumpkinhead grabs and kills Steve. That's what it was. And Ed experiences the murder through the creature's eyes. Exactly.
Right.
Everything you guys just said. Okay. We took a week off, people, so forgive us.
It's all right.
We'll figure
it back together.
So he's back at the cabin, telling old Haggis to call it off. She says, "No, you get what you get." He's praying. She's not having it. So let's see. So now the girls are all freaked out. So pick me up here. Girls are all freaked out, and one of them finds a cleaver. And
so the guys go out and are like looking for Steve because they don't believe there's a fucking monster out in the woods that just fucking annihilated him.
Yeah.
And so they're out, roaming around and shit. And the one girl, whatever her name was, because they go out with the guns and the rifle or shotgun, and she's like, well, we're not gonna be sitting here, just holding nothing. So she goes find some knives and shit and distributes them.
Yeah, and she finds a cleaver and says, just in case God doesn't show up.
Yeah, because they were praying just in case God doesn't fucking work this out. Maybe this knife will.
Yeah, so the guys get back to the cabin. They're arguing back and forth. There's just a bunch of terrible dialogue going on here. Like, I can talk. I can barely keep it together tonight. Maggie rushes outside, and there's Steve hanging off the roof. Yeah. And Pumpkinhead reaches down with his big-ass hands and grabs Maggie by the head, just like
yanks her.
Dude, like grabbing a fucking coconut off the fucking rack at the goddamn produce store, right?
Damn,
just grabs her, right? And she grabs her big ass hands, and then all of a sudden now we're back with Bishop, and we see, like you were saying, Bishop is having I thought it was a flashback, but at this point he's actually experiencing what Pumpkinhead's doing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So Pumpkinhead's so back to Pumpkinhead. He's got Maggie by the head, and he's scratching a cross into her forehead. Really unnecessary, Pumpkinhead. Everybody's all freaked out. You have the upper hand. There's no need to fucking toy with people, man. I mean, come on.
No. He's Pumpkinhead. He's gonna do this.
Yeah.
Dude, this is all fucking raw right here, man.
Pumpkinhead does Pumpkinhead things.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Pumpkinhead will do what Pumpkinhead will do. So yeah, at this point, while he's fucking with Maggie, Bishop's just in his truck, like freaking out, kind of experiencing this in his own way. Next thing you know, Steve's dead, and they cover him with a blanket. Right? Bishop's on the side of the road, back at Haggis' cabin, and he let it finish. He begs her to stop it, let it run its course, and then so now we're back at the cabin. Pumpkinhead puts Maggie's head up to the window, right?
to draw him out. To draw him. It was fucking fantastic.
I started cracking up laughing. And he basically, not only that, but then once they see her, not only is that fucked up, but then he goes to push her face through the goddamn glass window and then right into the fucking. And the one chick passes out, right? She fucking just.
Yeah, she faints.
She faints, terror. Right? Yeah. And at this point, Joel's outside, and he finds his bike is destroyed, right?
Yeah, well, Pumpkinhead's been he's been fucking their machines up as well.
Yeah,
Pumpkinhead takes the fucking drive chain off.
Yeah. Fuck
so
yeah,
he can't start his fucking bike. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, he does. And then at some point, Joel even says, "I'm the one you want," or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Because Joel, all of a sudden, as this has been going on the last few minutes of the movie, has kind of developed a conscience of sorts.
Yeah, right. He's found his soul.
He's found his soul. He's not so much of a prick at this time.
Dude, Pumpkinhead will make a believer out of you, bro. So I put here, Pumps is in the cabin now. Let's see. So Joel confronts the creature with a machete or a knife or something and starts swatting at Pumpkinhead, right? And he
it's a machete.
And Pumpkinhead just kind of swats him off and grabs Kim and drags her off, right? And he's like, "It's got Kim." And next thing you know, they go outside and it's holding her up in a tree.
Yeah, it's 30 feet up in a tree dangling this bitch.
Yeah, he's just holding her there. And next thing you know, he does exactly what you think, and he drops her out of the fucking tree.
Ooh, he did.
So she's dead, right? And there's some, all of a sudden, right? So she's dead. All of a sudden, Bishop shows up on scene, and then there's a bunch of weird, somber music starts playing, right? Did you guys pick up on that?
Yeah.
See, the music cues always fuck with me, man. I just can't help it. It's just in my brain.
Yeah.
But he checks the dead bodies or whatever, right? And then I wrote 5-hour energy. And I believe it was a commercial break is what happened. So let's see. So basically now the last 3 kids are running through the woods. The last of the 6, there's 3 kids left running through the woods. And they're trying to find a place to hide. They're banging on redneck doors. Joel's having a fucking meltdown. And at some point, the Hill William shows up with his dog, and he says to empty your hands and get away from my house.
Yeah, because they ran to where
yeah.
all the fucking hill people lived.
Yeah,
you know, their shacks and shanties and all that shit. Their meth labs and stuff.
Fucking like hillbilly gardens.
Yeah, hillbilly gardens. Exactly.
Hillbilly gardens with their bathtub crank,
like outside. So he says, empty your hands, get away from here. He says, something's chasing us. He says, don't make me shoot. He says, y'all are marked. And all of a sudden, Pumpkinhead appears out of nowhere, and the Hill William takes off running. And we see all of a sudden Bishop is there, and he takes a shot, right, and fires at Pumpkinhead here, right?
And he hits him.
And he hits him, and he goes down, right? Yeah. And Joel kicks Pumpkinhead. And then he says it's dead, right? I said, nope. Next thing you know, Pumpkinhead got the gun now, right?
He gets the gun from Joel, or from it was on the ground or whatever.
Right, he picks up the gun, and he takes the gun and he shoves it into Joel's stomach.
He stabs the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, fucking what's her name? Gypsy the dog jumps up and fucking the dog attacks Bishop because Bishop's like freaking out like Pumpkinhead, right?
Yeah, doesn't he start going into some kind of trance? You know, like he's becoming evil. You know?
Yeah, I wrote Gypsy attacks Bishop because he having them P-head vibes. That's what I put down here. So next scene, we're at home with Bunt. So now we're inside, right? And we're at home with well, we don't know if they're in the same commune or not. Nonetheless, we're in a Hill William. We're assuming, right? Yeah.
We would assume that, yeah.
And we're inside with Bunt and his folks, and they're telling.
I wrote down mountain folk talking.
Yeah, mountain folk. He says, "Oh, here you go." He says, "Get away from the window." And there you hear the kids banging on the door and tell them just ignore them, right? And Bunt's like getting dressed all of a sudden, and doesn't he say something like "spit"?
Yeah, he's gonna, and he's like, I'm gonna go help him.
Since
there's like 8 kids to a room, one of them's like, where are you going? Where you going, Bunt?
Right.
I'm gonna go help them.
But doesn't one of them say something like spit?
Yeah, I think because they told him, to ignore what's going on.
Something like that, right?
Instead of saying like, oh shit.
Spit. Spit. I gotta start doing that, man. So Bunt basically sneaks out, and Bunt basically tells them that they're fucked, is what he says. You're pretty much fucked.
He does lead them to a burnt down church.
Yeah.
To me, he's like, oh well, maybe this place will be safe because it's somewhat holy or whatever.
Yeah, so at some point we have a scene where Bishop finds Joel with the giant fucking rifle shoved through his chest.
Yeah. and he pulls said rifle out of his chest.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get more use out of this than you are, boy.
You're gonna need that. You're gonna need that. Yeah. So basically at this point, the local boy Bunt helps the two remaining teenagers, Tracy and Chris, and he takes them to an abandoned church in the woods, and he explains the legend about the demons avenge the wronged man. If anyone tries to stop Pumpkinhead or help his victims, they too become marked. And then the kids explain how they killed Billy, and he says something about take us to Bradley Mountain where they park their cars.
Yeah, some shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess back to their cabin, right?
Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So P-Head shows up. So Pumpkinhead shows up looking all badass. Pumpkinhead is a man. And they flee out of the back of the church. And this is what I wrote down. Can Pumpkinheads and Xenomorphs mate? So I was wondering about that. And at some point, doesn't Pumpkinhead find a cross and just smashes it, right?
Yeah, so he walks into the church and kind of is eyeing this fucking cross that looks halfway burnt and cindered. And he picks it up and he looks at it and, fuck you, cross. Starts, beating it into the ground like fuck you, Jesus.
Whoa,
I'm a demon. I'm a demon.
Hold on, is it 1921? Fuck you, Jesus. Get that nice and clean. So let's see. So let's see, Bishop's, so finds a cross and smashes it. Next thing you know, Bishop is at the Wallace estate, which is the Hill Williams, right?
Yeah.
And Wallace shows up with a rifle to the back
of Hillbilly Gardens.
Yeah, exactly. Back at Hillbilly Gardens. Wallace shows up with the rifle to the back of Bishop's head. He says, "Get away from me and my kin."
Yeah, because he doesn't want fucking Pumpkinhead to start coming after him and his fucking family.
Yeah, for sure. So next thing you know, somebody running through the woods. I believe it's the kid Chris, one of the last remaining people. And he finds Joel's dirt bike, or he finds a dirt bike, right?
Yeah.
And right when he gets to the bike, all of a sudden Pumpkinhead shows up and he's got the bike chain in his hand.
And he's kind of like,
he's just like, he should have been like, nah, right? And the demon lifts the bike with Chris and throws it into a tree. Pumpkinhead literally just picks up the bike with Chris on said bike and tosses it into a tree, right? So then now we cut to Bunt and Tracy have now found Bishop. And they get into Bishop's truck, and they start heading back to Ed's house. Let's see. So they drag Chris back to Ed's house where Tracy, Bunt, and Ed have taken shelter. Let's see. Tracy talks to Bishop, and she's trying to explain to him it was an accident. And he's just like, you can't stop this, man. There's no point.
Yeah, it's a little late for that. There's no apologizing at this point.
Nothing can call it off. Just save it. It's just fuck off, man. So at some point, Bunt's by himself. He's scared. He's freaking out. He thinks Pumpkinhead's going to get him. And then there's a stupid jump scare with a dog. Gypsy jumps out of nowhere. That pissed me off to the point where I took note of it. So back in the barn, Bishop starts wigging out because Pumpkinhead is wigging out. Pumpkinhead shows up at Bishop's house. Pumpkinhead then attacks them there. Bunt is hiding in a box that says Billy, right? It's like, I guess it's
like his toy chest or some shit.
Yeah. So ironically, Bunt is hiding in Billy's,
No, isn't it the dog? Isn't Gypsy
I'm sorry,
hiding? Yeah, and Bunt's hiding in like the closet or some shit. As Pumpkinhead, or I referred to him in my notes as PH.
I just kept putting P-head, but at some point, meanwhile, we cut back to Bishop, he just looks full on possessed, right? He looks about as fucked up as Pumpkinhead, right? He's getting there.
Mm-hmm. He's getting there. Yeah.
And he's made a flamethrower. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah, he was putting together. Maybe he burns crops with it, or I don't know what the fuck he's using it for.
Right. Okay. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so all of a sudden, this is when for me anyway. This is when I realized, like, it totally coalesced that in fact Bishop and Pumpkinhead are now basically the same.
Mm-hmm.
But only one way, right? Like
I don't think Pumpkinhead's feeling his feeling,
if Bishop was getting laid, Pumpkinhead would be like, "Ooh, all right."
I don't think so.
It doesn't work both ways. Okay.
Nah. It's a one-way street, Danny. It's a one-way street.
It's like they're like psychically bonded,
right?
Yeah. But only one way.
Yeah.
Because Bishop, because Pumpkinhead doesn't experience what Bishop's. Well, although Pumpkinhead doesn't have his words too, so we don't.
I think we're diving a little deeper than
this is. This is for the other podcast. So let's see. At some point, Ed stumbles out of the barn and accidentally forks himself with a pitchfork.
So actually, it does go the other way because it does because when he stabs himself with a pitchfork. Pumpkinhead fucking feels it.
Okay, so
it does go both ways.
I did answer
that's when he starts to realize that they're connected, because he does that, and then
what happens to him? Yeah, what affects him will affect
this is when
the monster.
So this is when Pumpkinhead teaches Bishop how to use Tinder. For like their mutual benefit, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Pumpkinhead's gonna have a tough time even getting a profile pic.
Hold on, is Tinder the right? Which is Tinder?
Tinder.
Yeah. Tinder.
I mean, unless you're going Grindr for the dudes.
Okay, I don't.
He's like the ultimate.
I just want to make
he's
sure.
He's like the ultimate cat. Ultimate catfish.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. So where are we at here? So Ed Stone's right. So basically, he gets a pitchfork. So Bishop gets a pitchfork through his chest, and then we see at the same time that Pumpkin cries out in pain. Ed realizes that Pumpkinhead and he are linked. And speaking of link, pumpkinhead.fandom.com. Okay, so Ed realizes the horrific truth. The only way to kill Pumpkinhead is for him, Ed, to die too, because basically at this point their souls are bound. So using flamethrower, let's see, P-Head grabs Tracy. Bishop shoots himself, and he has the flamethrower. Does he ever actually use it in any way?
No, not really. Yeah, he like when he gets stabbed, doesn't he drop it? I think.
Right. Yeah. So Pumpkinhead's got Tracy. Bishop shoots himself to hurt Pumpkinhead, and Pumpkinhead drops Tracy. At some point, Pumpkinhead checks on Pumpkinhead, and he grabs him. And Tracy,
he's still alive.
Yeah, he goes to check if he's still alive, and and Pumpkinhead grabs him with his big old hands again. Tracy grabs the gun, and I think at this point, Bishop is telling her to kill him.
Yeah, he's like, "Do it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Bishop is turning, and Tracy fires 3 shots. Bishop and Pumpkinhead are dead. As the music from the Dukes of Hazzard starts to play. It was the most random fucking, right? Like, it should be some sort of sad scene, and all of a sudden it was like, just at this point that
good old boy.
They're like, this is when them Duke boys realized the Pumpkinhead wasn't coming back. So basically Pumpkinhead bursts in the flames, and
spontaneously combust, which is always pretty cool.
Yeah, in the film, that's basically the end of Pumpkinhead. And before we go, the film closes on a burial site at night, and Haggis is burying Ed's corpse. So Haggis the witch is there burying Bishop, who's wearing Billy's necklace.
Well, I was wondering maybe it was Billy she was burying. I don't know. Because did he finish burying his son?
Oh, okay.
It makes sense now. Like, yeah, but she's burying Ed, because then that perpetuates like the whole thing, like, kind of setting it up for the next person who wishes to summon vengeance.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so basically the implication is if vengeance corrupts the seeker, you become the monster you summon.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was 1988's Pumpkinhead. We'll be back after these messages and a word from our sponsor.
Vengeance!
And now, back to the Heavy Door Horror Podcast.
I'm important. I have something to say.
Don't be a coward, son. Speak your mind. Was she a great big fat person?
So why does your opinion matter more than my opinion?
Get your shit together, Danny.
Oh, good for you!
All right, well, let's get into it. This is the 2-minute warning. Basically, everybody gets 90 seconds to state their opinions, concerns, complaints, observations, whatever about the movie. Just a quick chance for somebody to rant about the film and kind of weigh in real quick. So we're going to go ahead and start at the top of the lineup with none other than...
Eddie, can you blow us bubbles so we can breathe underwater?
Eddie Deeds. All right, Eddie, you're up first. You have 90 seconds to tell us what you liked or disliked about 1988's Pumpkinhead. Go ahead.
All right. And the answer is still no. No bubbles for you guys. So getting into my opinion real quick, I felt this was a fitting film to wrap up our Halloween segment. I thought it was very interesting how the movie combines the themes of grief, vengeance, and supernatural horror. Very dark visuals and atmosphere in the film. Lance Henriksen delivers a strong performance, left me feeling the weight of his character's moral dilemmas and the loss of his son. You could feel the father's grief, or I could anyway. Pumpkinhead goes off. He goes off once he's summoned, man. He's just a menace in appearance and in his brutality. I found this movie really entertaining. Definitely scratches the itch. Overall, it's a change of pace from typical slashers, comedy horror, shock horror type films we've watched in the past. The effects were decent for the time period. Eerie rural landscape. The musical score complemented the visuals. and enhanced the tension and emotional weight of the story. And that's it for me.
God damn you, Eddie. That was very thought out, thoughtful.
That was.
How am I supposed to fucking follow that?
Fucking.
Well, I had like an extra week, so. You know.
All right.
Well, I think Eddie should have went last. That was a showstopper right there.
Jesus. All right. Well, let's move on to.
This is Eric.
All right, Eric, you are going to be given 90 seconds to tell us what you liked and or disliked about 1988's Pumpkinhead. You have 90 seconds.
And go. So yeah, Pumpkinhead. Really enjoyed it. Love Lance Henriksen and the movies he's been in, and had never seen this, so it was a pleasant surprise and a discovery for me. Loved all the rural hillbilly bullshit, that was fun. And these fucking city kids getting their comeuppance for fucking running away from something they had done, like there wasn't going to be any repercussions or responsibility. And so they got theirs, and Pumpkinhead saw to that, and he did really well at taking it to him. And so for that, yeah, really enjoyed the movie. Glad I saw it, and looking forward to watching one of the 1,000 Pumpkinhead sequels that do exist now.
All right.
Yeah, I'll check some of those out now.
There's a lot of sequels.
Yeah,
I didn't know so many. Yeah, there's hell of them.
Quite a few.
There's even series too, like a TV series, I think.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
No.
I know part. Go ahead, Eric. So
I think I saw. Looking through. I think they might have made like somewhat of the TV series might be geared towards kids. Maybe like it's for younger adults to watch.
This is now. Like this is now.
Yeah, like now.
Yeah, I mean, pretty recent. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty recent. So it's still a thing. People still hunger for Pumpkinhead content apparently, which is pretty cool.
I wonder what they call the fans. All right. So let's see. Let's move it on over. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? Where are we at here? I think I know who's up next.
Kim, stay focused, baby. This is key.
All right, Kim, stay focused, baby. This is key. You have 90 seconds to tell us what you liked or disliked about 1988's Pumpkinhead. Go ahead.
Man, this is a classic. I think I remember watching it like as a kid, but I didn't really remember much of it. But this is a great pick, by the way, Eddie. I love this movie. It's a quintessential 80s horror movie.
Good.
In the 80s, the horror genre was like just huge. It was, and this was one of them that I remember. And it's just a great movie. It's just direct, straight to the point, gory. It's it's man, hard to explain, but it's a classic. It's definitely an instant classic. I mean, if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and go watch it. It's hard for me to add anything on from what Ed or Eric has said already. It's just a great movie. Yeah, I loved it.
All right, cool, man. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and rewind that a bit. Let me get into it. There's one more person who might have an opinion on this.
Danny, for Fanny, banana, for Fanny, Danny.
All right, let's see. It's funny. I never prepare for these things. 90 seconds. I mean, with all the other stuff going on with the podcast, this part I always forget about for some reason. I couldn't agree more with Kim. I mean, this fucking movie, it's just like quintessential 80s horror. It doesn't really get any better than this. It's perfect. It's just that there's really no fat on it. There's no nonsense. There's no there's no need for more than what they like. It's the most basic, straight up story you need to understand in order to enjoy what's happening. There's no more to it than that. There's no Necronomicon. There's no fucking secret fucking Cobra formula or whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's no behind the scenes thing that you don't know about. It's just all there. They tell you what's up, what's going on, and what to expect. And that's what it delivers. I thought the creature looked amazing. I thought Lance Henriksen, he's always great. Lance Henriksen is always great. I don't really know that I've ever seen him in a movie that he wasn't good in. He's kind of fucking awesome. The kids were completely unforgettable. Billy was the kids were very forgettable. Billy, I thought was, it's one of those characters that kind of sticks in your head because I do remember this movie from back in the 80s. And I agree with Kim. I was kind of rambling there. But that's what I thought of the movie. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back with Eddie and the breakdown after this.
In an effort to save the whales, we now return you to the Heavy Door Horror Podcast.
Now for Eddie with facts, figures, and trivia. In this segment, The Breakdown.
Y'all ready for this?
All right, everybody. Here's the breakdown. We have my pick this week, Pumpkinhead. Limited release was October 14th, 1988. It was fully released January 13th of 89. Movie is 86 minutes long. Directed by Stan Winston. Story by Mark Patrick Carducci, Stan Winston, and Richard C. Weinman. Based on Pumpkinhead by Ed Justin. That was the poem that you had referenced earlier, Danny. And,
what's his name?
Ed Justin.
Justin? Okay. All right.
And, at the beginning of the film, they say the whole poem.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Did you guys hear that?
Or
I didn't.
No, not for my copy.
I know they used the poem in the film.
Do you remember that?
Anyway,
Eric, do you remember that? Your microphone's on.
You're mute.
Yeah, I think I remember that. But it's been a week since I watched the fucking movie.
I assumed we would see it, or at least, if not hear it, see it on the screen, and I don't remember that. So, okay.
Well, and I had it. I had it saved here.
Don't worry,
yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, go ahead. If it's there, I'll find it and put it on the recording.
Yeah. All right. Continuing on. Produced by Bill Blake with De Laurentiis Entertainment Group. Once again, De
Laurentiis.
Yeah. Distributed by United Artists and Metro Goldwyn Mayer, MGM. We have a budget of $3.2 million and a box office of $4.4 million. In today's money, that equates to $8.6 million box office and $11.8 million. $8.6 million budget and $11.8 million on the box office. So, yeah, they got a mild return out of that. They didn't lose money, so
sure.
At least they broke even and then some. All right, getting on to the cast. Let me pull something else up for a second because it was just too much to write down. All right, so let's get into the cast. We have Lance Henriksen as Ed Harley.
Yes.
We have John D'Aquino as Joel. We have Jeff East as Chris. Carrie Remsen as Maggie. Kimberly Ross as Kim. Joel Hoffman as Steve. Here we go. Cynthia Bain as Tracy. We have oh God, I'm gonna have a problem with this one. Florence Schaufler as Haggis. Matthew Hurley as Billy Harley, excuse me. Buck Flower as Mr. Wallace. We have Brian Bremer as Bunt Wallace. Mayim Bialik as Blossom. Excuse me. She was actually Christine Wallace.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Mayim Bialik. She was in this movie as Christine Wallace, one of Bunt's sisters.
She's one of the younger daughters. Yeah.
Oh shit! Are you for real?
I didn't even know that.
Fuck, man, get the fuck
Blossom.
Hey, and then what was the last name of the Haggis lady that played Haggis?
Oh, Schaufler.
That's what she said.
Schauffler. You like that?
It is just like laser focused there.
All right, getting back to it, we have Lee Debraux. Debraux. Debrous. So Debraux as Tom Harley, Ed's father. We have Peggy Walton Walker as Ellie Harley, Ed's mother. Madeline Taylor Holmes as Old Hill Woman. We have Tom Woodruff Jr. as Pumpkinhead. Dick Warlock as Clayton Heller, credited as
compose yourself.
Credited as Richard Warlock.
Oh my god!
And good old Dick Warlock, huh?
Good old Dick Warlock, credited as Richard Warlock. So that's Clayton Heller, and then we have Mushroom as Gypsy, the Harley's dog.
Oh my god! Why wouldn't they just call the dog?
Mushroom.
Oh my god, Dick Warlock. God bless.
Dick Warlock.
That's the funniest goddamn thing.
That's what she said.
Oh my
what
god.
A name, bro.
Dude, that is fucking amazing. Oh my god. Shit. Well shit. Anybody got any any trivia or anything going on?
Yeah, I got one.
What you got for us?
So Lance, wasn't sure if he wanted to do the movie, so they gave him a scene to read, and it was the scene where Dead Billy sits up in the car and he said, "What'd you do, Daddy?" And he thought that was so powerful that it pointed him in the direction of actually taking the job, apparently.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Apparently. It somewhat convinced him that, he could participate in this film.
Sure.
Yeah. And then another note, our dog Gypsy, which is also, as Eddie just alluded to, really named Mushroom. was also in Gremlins as the dog Barney. Same dog.
Oh, no shit. Wow. That dog is famous.
Yeah.
That dog probably made more money when it was alive than I have in my life.
Cool dog.
That's fucking great. Anybody, how about Kim Him? You got anything?
Yeah. I'm looking it up. It says the cabin used by the teenager in the film is the very same location used as the Jarvis house in Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter.
Wow.
Part 4? Which one was Part 4, man?
The final chapter.
I'm trying to remember what happened. I just saw like Part 5 the other day. The one where the girl conjures him up from the bottom of the lake. Those movies get weird, man.
Well, so what the fifth one was? Is that the one where they dig him up and they get struck by lightning at the beginning of the movie? I can't remember. And then the one before that is the one where there's an impersonator impersonating Jason in Friday the 13th, right?
Yeah.
It's not actually Jason Voorhees.
Well, there's one. So then it's Part 7. Then that's the one where he's at the bottom of a lake and the girl with kinetic powers brings him back to life.
Brings him back to life. Yeah, I can't remember.
And that's when he goes. And after that, he goes to Manhattan.
That's Manhattan one. Yeah, Jason goes to Manhattan.
All right. Let's see. Anybody else? I got Kim. You got anything else?
One last one.
Yeah.
This is a cult classic. Despite a limited theatrical release and a lack of promotion by the studios, the movie found a strong following on home videos and is now considered a cult classic. So
yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
This is one of those movies that came out when my mom was working at a video store, so it was just
nice.
Part of my childhood, man. Yeah, part of my childhood.
Good to have parents that let you watch stuff we probably shouldn't have watched.
In the 80s, man. Like the 80s, like all the kids were watching horror movies.
They were wild, man.
When Die Hard 2 came out in the theater, I think I was, 10 or some shit, whatever it was. I went to the theater with my dad to go see it. That's a pretty inappropriate movie for a 10-year-old to go see.
The studio went bankrupt around the time of the film's release.
Oh no shit.
Oh,
That's
wow.
why it didn't go. It didn't get released. That's why the theatrical release was really limited because the studio went bankrupt. But yeah, no, in the 80s, that kids in like elementary school were always talking about horror movies. You know, like elementary school, middle school.
Yeah.
It was just it was just like the thing back then.
By the time the 80s were over, like all that stuff, I was like numb to all that stuff. Like,
yeah, it was a good time to be a kid. That's for sure.
Those movies don't scare me.
Oh
like,
God, man!
I work with this dude. Second time I work with a guy who's 33 years old. That's like, oh, I don't watch horror movies. Oh, you're saying things like, no, they kind of make me scared. It's like,
what?
Yeah. And then I worked with this other dude. The last job I had, he was the same age and the same thing. I was like, that's weird, dude. You guys know it's a movie, right? It's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real.
But
in fact, they make it so like
so unbelievable. Yeah.
No, like they just make it like it's a comedy almost, like all the kill scenes. It's like chainsaw.
At this point, it's funny. There's nothing scary about any of it. Okay. Well, before we keep rambling, I will put in here. So I'm going to do the inconsistencies, and I didn't really come up with anything that jumped off the screen, and I forgot to add this to my notes of things I need to do every week. But what I did find was pretty awesome. I did find one little inconsistency here that you were going to love. Okay, you ready for this? In the scene where Pumpkinhead is entering the burned out church, he takes several steps where you can clearly see he's wearing Nike shoes.
Really?
The swoosh was prominent, huh? I guess I missed that one.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, all right, let's go ahead and take a quick break.
Autobots, that's the breakdown.
Thank you, Eddie.
Welcome back to the Heavy Door Horror Podcast.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
All right, now we're back to take the stats for 1988's Pumpkinhead, officially episode number 23. That we should probably start mentioning the episode numbers, just to kind of keep up on things and keep people aware of where we're at here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start at the top of the order with the one and only Eddie. What do you got for me?
Sir.
In a word, how would you describe 1988's Pumpkinhead?
I would say that it was satisfying.
That's a very good word. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, in my opinion, it scratched the itch.
Yeah,
definitely.
For sure.
That's what she said, Dan. Dan.
God damn it.
Come on, Dan.
Oh, where the fuck's the producer?
All right. Shit, God damn it. See, this is tricky with the sound drops because I can't type and fucking do the sound drops at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, be better, motherfucker.
I just got to be faster. Yeah, exactly.
Get your shit together, Dan.
That's right.
See, God damn it.
You have two hands, Danny. Use.
All right. Yeah, you know
That's what she said. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Damn it. Okay. You know what? Let me try this. Let me move this shit around here. See if I can. All right. See if I can do this. All right. So, you know what? I can. You know what's funny? I just realized now. I could just type all this shit up later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Relax.
You know? Huh. Okay. Let's just do that now. Okay. So let's see. So let's get back to it. Yeah. So Eddie, back to 1988's Pumpkinhead. What would you say is your favorite scene?
My favorite scene was. After Ed gets Ed gets stuck with the pitchfork.
Oh yeah.
He looks over, eventually he ends up looking over at Pumpkinhead, and he starts to notice that Pumpkinhead's looking more human, and then like
hey,
all the while
you guys asked for it. Go ahead.
All the while he, if you noticed if you noticed Ed's like face and just his way, like he just looked more more monstrous at that point. Like, he notices like Pumpkinhead's looking more human, and then he's looking like hella haggard, like just awful. But I don't know why, but that,
yeah, for sure. And then what about your favorite character?
I hate to state the obvious, but it was Pumpkinhead. I mean, he just did some pretty savage, brutal fucking shit, man. There's like,
for sure. 100%. I couldn't agree more. What would you say is your letter rating here?
I'm gonna give this movie a B+.
Nice. All right. I like it. B+ it is. And then how about your skull rating?
Skulls. I'm gonna give it a solid 4.25 skulls.
Damn. All right. Let's go ahead. All right, man. I think what you're saying is...
I'm just crazy about this store.
All right, so let's go ahead. Just real quick.
Well, it's a good movie. And
then,
straight to the point.
Well, just real quick. Nothing, no obligations here. But did you see anybody that couldn't act, didn't know they were in a movie, was doing a bad job?
No.
Nothing stuck out for you. Fair enough. And then what about?
No, nothing really.
You think Louis would like this movie?
Yeah, I think Louis would like it.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. And then see anybody wearing like your favorite outfit in the movie out of all the hillbillies?
Nah. Oh yeah, the what the hell was his name again?
Bunt.
Bunt,
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I still want.
Yeah, he just had like that stereotypical like freaking like fucked up ass looking T-shirt with some overalls that are like fucking
one strapped down and everything.
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah, and I want to know, by the way, when you were reading the credits from the movie, Eddie, who was the hill woman? There was somebody in the credits that was listed as the hill woman.
Old hill woman.
Old hill woman. Yeah, I like.
It was probably like one of the fucking one of their wives or something at Hillbilly Gardens, I mean, just in the background, she got a credit, apparently.
Sure.
Like, probably an extra, but.
Sure. All right, okay, well, let's go ahead and move on.
Thank you, Eddie.
All right,
I have a backpack item.
Oh, I'm sorry, here's your backpack item, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, so my backpack item would be a pack of flashlights. Not just one, but like a pack of them, because it was fucking hella dark in this film. You know what I mean? Damn.
Yeah. Except for the scene with the motorcycles, the whole thing was pretty dark.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Sorry about that. I forgot about your backpack. All right, man.
No worries.
Thank you, Eddie.
All right. Let's move it on over.
This is Eric.
Oh boy, Eric. Okay, Eric. Let's see what we got for you tonight, Eric. So. In regards to 1988's Pumpkinhead, in a word, how would you describe this movie?
The Appalachians. Yeah, this probably actually happens there. So
we'll call it. We'll put you down for Appalachian.
Appalachian. There you go.
Nice. I like it. Yeah, that's a good word. How about your favorite scene?
My favorite scene is when Maggie gets killed, and then he taunts them by putting her face up to the fucking glass window in the kitchen. That was awesome.
Yeah, that fucking right.
I thought that was fucking fantastic.
More here.
And then, how about your favorite character?
Well, I mean, it was a tough choice, but I'm going to go with Joel, the asshole brother, because that guy gave no fucks, and I loved it. It was great.
He gave no fucks indeed, man. I think they invented that T-shirt for that character.
And it was, I mean, his death was awesome too. Getting stabbed. Yeah. Instead of shot with the shotgun, he was stabbed through the abdomen with it.
Yeah, sure. Well, fantastic. I mean, to be fair, Pumpkinhead probably getting his fucking long ass fingers through the goddamn trigger.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Let's see. That was your favorite character. How about your letter rating?
I'm gonna go a solid B, man. It was good. It was a B movie. It was a great B movie.
Yeah, it's definitely a B movie. I'm gonna go ahead and turn down that sample just a little bit. It's a little bit much. Yeah, no, definitely. So you said it was a B?
Yeah, B.
Okay, straight up B. All right, cool. Yeah. And then let's see. How about your skull rating?
4 skulls. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, man, I'm liking that.
Oh, is that your highest?
No. Evil Dead 2 was my highest.
Oh,
I gave it a 5.
He gave it a 5, man. He went.
Oh, wow.
Dude, he was just like fucking, man. Dude, you want to talk about, Eric fucking
I was swelling up over here. Watching that movie.
Eric and Evil Dead, man, they go, man, they don't even know, they go hard, man. All right, let's
That's what she said.
Gotcha. That's what she said.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
All right. Let's see. And so, how about your skull rating?
It's 4. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then how about? That's why I forgot your backpack item because I accidentally removed the row. How about your backpack item?
I'd want like a apple crate of moonshine. And I just sit back, get wasted, and watch all this shit go on.
Fucking hell, it's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Did you see anybody that couldn't act? No,
everybody was pretty good in the movie. Yeah.
And then, what about your favorite fit? Anybody got a fit you want to point out?
I guess those Nikes. I didn't see them, but you know.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
We'll go with them.
That was a good one.
All right, and then you think Louis would like this movie?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
100%.
I think he'd enjoy this.
Okay. All right, let's move it on over.
And now a word from Kim Him.
All right.
Jim, stay focused, baby.
Stay focused, baby. All right, this is key. In a word, how would you describe 1988's Pumpkinhead?
I'm gonna go with nostalgic.
Oh yeah, good one. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for me, I'd have to go same. But I wouldn't use that word, but I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah.
I believe me. I think you and I are definitely seeing eye to eye in this film. Right on. How about your favorite scene?
Where the first scene where he starts killing everybody, you know, just ripping people off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
just when he first. Yeah. Basically, when he's unleashed, he doesn't waste any time. He's like,
he's just straight to it.
Just point me in the direction. He's like, I'm here to do 2 things: is chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So, how about your favorite character? Is it obvious?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pumpkinhead.
P-head for sure. Okay, got you. P-head. And then, how about your letter rating?
Did we change the ratings? Is it like?
We're doing
A through F.
A through F, you know.
I'm gonna go with A plus too.
A plus, man. Goddamn.
Crazy about this store.
Oh my lord, man. All right. Do you have a backpack item? Oh wait, hold on, real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't get your skull rating.
Skull rating, I'm gonna go with 5.
Damn, holy.
Yeah, I was thinking about 4.5, but I'm gonna just give it 5. This is classic.
Just straight to the fucking bone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Did you see anybody that didn't know they were not in a movie being filmed?
No, it was pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
I think it was, yeah.
I don't know if that's the right word, but okay. And then did anybody with your favorite fit? Anybody some clothing jumping out at you there?
I mean, Pumpkinhead fit. I mean,
yeah. Okay.
it's the whole thing.
Was he naked? Is he naked or? It's hard to say, right?
I didn't see a loincloth or anything.
Right, yeah. If he had a loincloth, that'd be awesome.
He's in his birthday suit, man.
He was wearing Nikes though. He did have a good pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you still need an email address.
Yeah.
pumpkinheadsjunk@gmail.com.
Or I could go loincloth 82.
Pumpkinhead. Hold on, Pumpkinhead. You know, I don't know why I'm writing this down. I'll remember later. Pumpkinheadsjunk@gmail.com. I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna set that up for you. Maybe
that's pretty solid.
I might have.
Solid, man.
Oh my god. All right.
I might have to make that. Might have to be it. That might have to be
amazing.
It. I can't wait to tell people that. Oh, what's your email? Oh, pumpkinheadsjunk@gmail. Say that again. What?
Oh my god! All right. And then finally, Kim Him. Would Louis like this film?
Oh yeah, he would love it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man.
Exciting.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go ahead and ask. There's at least one more person with an opinion. All right, let's see. In a word, I would describe this as pumpkin. It was pumpkin. It was all pumpkin every day, all pumpkin. It was. I mean, this is a very good Halloween movie. You know, I mean, the motif, it just screams obviously Halloween. You know, I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? So my favorite scene was probably, when he met the witch and we got to see like Haggis's house, and like I just dug how the whole place that she was living in was alive. Like there was bugs. and like spiders and fucking rats and shit just kind of everywhere. Like the house was like alive. You know what I mean? She's just like she may as well be living outdoors. You know what I mean? It's kind of wild.
Vengeance.
Vengeance. I should get a sample of that. We had two. I'd say. I think Haggis was my favorite character. I dig that fucking whole creepy. The whole creepy witch in the woods thing, sign me up, especially when it's like an American thing, When it's like a creepy witch in the woods, but it's like British, I'm like, get away from me with your Lord of the Rings bullshit, But when it's like creepy weird old lady in the woods, but it's like America, like I dig it.
Amen, brother. I'm about to crack me.
I don't know why that makes so much sense to me.
Yeah, it really does. It's weird, So my letter rating for this movie, I would definitely give this a I'll just give it a solid B. I was going to be a dick, but I'll just give it a B. I was going to say B minus, but I think B's fair. My skull rating, I'm just going to give it a 3.75. Like, I'm really being reserved with my skulls.
You sure are. We ain't never going to get a 5 out of you.
I mean, the B, the letter rating is, it's pretty broad and honest. It's easy to interpret, whereas I like to be a little different with my skull rating. My backpack item, I mean, jeez. I'm telling you, man. I think I'm going to go with it. A porno mag. Okay, look. Hear me out.
From the 80s? Yeah.
So, look. Bishop meets with the kids. He says, look, so this thing can feel what I can feel. Okay. So, I'm going to go in the house. Okay. And I'm going to fucking peel it off. Okay. And he's going to be distracted. He's going to be distracted. Okay. This is when you attack. Okay, it'll take me about 30 seconds. So be prepared. Okay. But I think that's. But anyway.
But there will be a point where Pumpkinhead is ultimately vulnerable.
Yeah. His eyes will roll up in his head, and his head will cock back.
Yeah, maybe he'll just want to have a smoke.
That's when you know.
Yeah, it's.
Give him a cigarette.
You can even catch him in his refractory period having a smoke. It's it's either or. I mean, it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Anybody that did not know they were in a movie, man? I think Pumpkinhead didn't know he was in a motherfucking movie. No, I'm kidding. No, I think overall it was okay. Let's see. Favorite fit? I do love the hillbilly fit, like Eddie said. I think Bunt's little hillbilly outfit, was pretty exaggerated. Again, the hillbillies in this movie were kind of epic. They were amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then finally, would Louis love this? Like this? I think Louis would love this. Yeah. It's definitely a classic. It's a classic of the time, of the era. And, this is one of the best ones of that time, of that era. So that was my 5 questions, that are 8, actually. Let's go ahead and move on to the pick for next week. Eric, it is your turn. Wait, let's just make sure we get this straight. So the last movie was Eddie's pick? Oh, so we fixed the order, right? So then it'll be Eric, then it'll be me, then it'll be Kim. Okay, I got you. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Eric, what do you got for us?
All right. So I have 1982's The Slumber Party Massacre.
Oh, damn.
So that's what we're watching this week, folks.
1982 Slumber Party Massacre. Let's go ahead and check out the trailer. Nice.
All the girls are planning a party. It's a slumber party for old time's sake. Be on the lookout for an uninvited guest. The party begins at 8 o'clock. All the girls are coming. Except Mary and Linda. And they won't be missed. There'll be plenty of surprises.
Hello!
And non-stop action.
Courtney, run!
You know you want it.
One thing's for sure. No one's getting any sleep the night of the Slumber Party Massacre.
Nice. All right.
That looks like a good pick there. All right, good job.
All right, and that was the trailer for 1982 Slumber Party Massacre. That's Eric's pick for the week. Looks like a pretty good movie. Should be fun. I'm wondering why you picked it. I think we know why you picked it. Should be interesting. I think we're going to find out why you picked it. But I'm looking forward to it. Well, at this point in time, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye. Let me go around the room here and have the regulators sign off for the night. We'll start out with Eric. Eric, do you have anything to say to the people before we go?
Yeah. Right on for joining us. Remember to hit that like button, hit that share button, and y'all have a good week, and everybody stay scary.
Right on, man. I went out of order by accident. Eddie Dees, real quick. Go ahead. You have anything to say?
No worries, man.
You have anything to say?
Hope everybody has a good night. Thanks again for joining us. Please like, share, subscribe. Share it with your friends. It's been fun. I enjoyed tonight, and I look forward to watching Slumber Party Massacre. Everybody keep watching these horror films. Keep tuning in, and we'll catch you next week.
Yes, sir. All right. And Kim, you have anything to say to the people before we go?
Yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. Hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment, and let us know what you think.
Right on. All right, well, my name is Heavy Door Dan, the Ganja Zombie, Pumpkinhead's junk in the flesh. I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight on behalf of the Heavy Door Horror Podcast. And as we like to say around here, remember, always assume the call's coming from inside the house. Good night.
The Heavy Door Horror Podcast.
Everything is garbage.
Don't act like you're not impressed.